the 27-yard line. So the Baylor Bears offense comes onto the field first today. We've had a few receivers win the Heisman in recent years. Devontae Smith was special. Travis Hunter on a different level, playing both ways. But what does it take for a receiver to receive this type of Heisman hype, Jesse?
Well, you have to keep making plays when everybody in the world knows the quarterback's throwing you the football, and that's what those Heisman Trophy winners were able to do. You think back to guys like Desmond Howard. He stepped up.
Turning it on! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, they've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot.
Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Kansas State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Denson. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bears are on the move. A first down run on the doorstep. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. To the air, it's Maddox. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Guys, let's just think for a second about Kansas State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line. And getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. Is that crazy or genius? Oh, no guts, no glory, man. Here he comes. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Baylor! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes one. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Works the middle. Oh, what a move. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be changing the route. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got the quick pass. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. The play-action fake. Finds his tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
It's complete on the right side. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, not down in business. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Tosses it incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Here's a heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged out of the air. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Got it. The Bears have it with a 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the...
He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Floating away. On the move, he fires. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Cook. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
From the shotgun, the inside give. breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Bears come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Drives to back and leaves it. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, David.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Quickly out to the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. Open space at the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Cook. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Snagged in the middle, it's Cook. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Touchdown Bears! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll give it to the back. Creates a little space. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just... He lofts one down the sideline. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
The Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Bunch formation for these receivers. Tight end now in motion. Going right to work up top. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action. Got a little space.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got to pass.
Oh, he's got some space. Jumped on top of the pile.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. It's complete to the right. Made a defender miss. There he goes. He's at the, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Using his legs, it's Dingle. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disaster. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bears! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
73, Kansas State, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Slithers into space.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Hand off to the lone back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
He might want another play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that routing.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Baylor! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
Turning it on!
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Back open in the middle.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he was flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. The give to the left. Finding an escape route. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. San Diego State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 18 to Boise State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try the right side. He has the first and still on his feet. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
42 Spider.
Gonna sling it on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught, close to the marker, it's Denson. Touchdown Bears! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they...
Wide open, he makes the catch. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Kansas State will have to punt it away.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
No fair catches here, looking for room. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Cook. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Bears are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They're working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Wants to throw it. Looking to buy time. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial.
There he goes. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away.
On to kick it away.
He gets a block. The spin, still on his feet. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And a great job by the QB, find the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were fit.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else.
Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is